Hey guys, Doc. So as you can tell, it's raining outside. Here's something cool about this video. Towards the end of this video, I kind of freak out and I get really excited about this product. Dude, this is insane. Man, this is crazy how quiet that is. Number one, I never do videos on, I never take free stuff and do videos on it. I buy everything that I shoot on. That's number one. Number two, I've been wanting one of these air conditioners for a long time. I'll explain why we put it in our master bedroom, but I wanted one of the U-shaped air conditioners. They make them so that the window goes down through it or that it sets down over the ledge. We ended up doing one over the ledge, and I am so impressed with this. I mean, I am super impressed with this. Why do we do this? I'll explain real quick. This house, this addition, we had to do a little bit of a funky air ducting system. So the master bedroom, you really almost have to close off some of the other vents in the big open area to get enough air to be comfortable at night. So what we do, and we do this down the beach house too, we get a little teeny air conditioner, you know, 5,000, 6,000 BTUs. We stick it in the master bedroom, we put it on low, and our bedroom at night is freezing cold. I mean, it's like 67 degrees and it just barely runs. And we shut off the rest of the house. We shut down the whole HVAC system all night. It works well. So now you got this little 5,000, 6,000 BTU you run it versus a whole HVAC system cooling the entire house when I don't need my house cooled. It works. So I'm going to show you today, and I'll link to it in the description below. I shopped Lowe's. I went online to Home Depot, and believe it or not, Amazon I thought was the best deal, and it got here in 3 days, shipped via UPS. Let me go ahead and I'll show you. We're going to install it, but I got super impressed with how quiet and how well this thing performed. Here we go. Hey guys, Doc. So we're at the farmhouse project, and if you didn't see the renovation on this place, it actually turned out really cool. So this is the new sunroom over here, and then it's all open. This was added, and it opens up to the kitchen over here. Then it opens up to the living room over here, and you gotta find the story on these beams that we have from 1798 that I bought and brought in. But I want to show you the old garage that now is the master. So we leave the living room area and we go into the new master here. And one of the things I've learned over the years is we have a throw switch on our panel that allows us to power our whole house with a generator, but I don't want to run my AC system with that generator. And if the power goes out in a thunderstorm, I want to be able to have a window unit. So we have one window unit here, and we have one window unit up in the guest bedroom upstairs. We also do this at the beach house, and I'll tell you, the beach house living area is kind of small, and we have a little teeny 5,000 BTU unit, and we let that thing run during the day, and that whole house, we don't have to run the AC unit. It's amazing. But the problem with this room is this room doesn't get a whole lot of airflow, because so much of the airflow, the way they had to design this AC system. So basically what you can do is you can turn on your AC unit. That's this small little, what is this? I forget the BTU on this, but just run this and just shut off the rest of the house. That's what we do. We typically will just run a small window unit and shut down the entire house, and just run this, and we'll be 69 degrees, 68 degrees in here. It'll be chilly, and the rest of the house we just forget about. This is an interesting unit because this is one of those U-shaped units. Now they make two different types. They make a U-shaped unit that the window actually goes down inside of, but I really didn't want that. I wanted the one that actually fits over the window, and I ordered on Amazon. The link is below. I'm going to link below. And believe it or not, I searched around, and by the time shipping, I actually looked on Walmart's website, I looked on Lowe's, I looked on Home Depot for this exact unit, and it was actually $10 cheaper on Amazon, and it was delivered, who was it, FedEx or UPS? I can't remember who delivered it. Man, in perfect condition, packaging is great. So this is a GE unit. Really nice packaging when we opened it up. But doesn't that when you open it, Ryan said, man, that looks huge. Well, there's a reason why it looks huge. Because of this right here. So you see this? This is a U shape, and this goes down on your windowsill. And this is expandable. This point is expandable. So you can change that, and this unit will fit. This unit will fit as narrow as 20-inch width, so it'll go into a small room too. What is the BTU on this unit? I forget. Let me check and see if I can find it. 6,100. It's 6,100, and this is a pretty good sized master, and it'll keep this place freezing. You actually turn on the lowest mode if you want. And when you close this door, this place will be ice cold. This is adjustable, by the way. So if you have a bigger, wider area, this area will unscrew, and then you slide this back and you can adjust it. Once you get it into place, then you actually back these out until it holds. So that takes the tension off the outside wall. Okay, so they show two people lifting this up and putting it in from the inside. Don't do that. Get it up there and then have someone go outside. It's impossible to try and do this. So Ryan, I just held it in place. Ryan went outside and we lifted it up together and set it down.
That was because our windows are so narrow. If
yeah,
really wide windows, you could do that, but not
right.
this.
This narrow window was really tough. Yeah. And then those are the brackets that screw out to take the weight up. And this thing is solid, dude. I mean, this thing is solid. It's nicely in place. And of course, now the window is going to slide down here, and just so you can get a view, instead of having an AC unit that's all the way up here, now we have it sitting down here, and half the unit is outside. All right, so we got it all installed, and I really like the look of this unit. It's very clean looking. It's got a real small footprint. When the shade comes down, I mean, it's a good looking unit. Now, we're gonna plug it in. I wanna see how quiet this thing is. I can't read the buttons. Where are my glasses? They're behind me. Of course. That's what happens when you get old. Okay, so there's a power button, there's a speed button, there's a mode button, there's a quiet button, there's a delay button, and then there's a plus or minus. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna push power. If that's it, that's the quietest air conditioner I've ever heard in my life.
It's a lot quieter than the one at the other house.
Oh my God, that thing's quiet. It's on quiet and it's on eco, but I want to put cool mode. Let's go to mode. Cool mode. Temperature. We're going to put it on 68.
I can already feel it.
I swear to God, that's the quietest air conditioner I've ever heard of. I can't believe that thing's not even running.
No, it sounds like a room fan on high. Like,
and I actually like, sometimes I like mine upstairs. I like the one upstairs or one at the beach house because it actually makes white noise. This makes no noise, dude. This is insane. Man, this is crazy how quiet that is. Dude. I'm sorry I'm freaking out, but I've never heard an air conditioner this quiet. Man, this is phenomenal. Now this is going to keep this room, I mean, cold, dude. That's freezing cold air. Just turn the thing on, and that is awesome. Anyways, link is in the description below to this unit. I bought it off Amazon. Fantastic delivery. It was here in 3 days. Came via UPS, I believe. Yeah, it was UPS. It was shipped via UPS. Love it. Absolutely love it. Hey guys, so let me just go over a couple of features with this thing. As you can tell, I'm excited about it. I'm going to pull down the shade because it's actually bright. The sun, it stopped raining and the actual sun came out. Number one, it does have a remote. And also it has a Wi-Fi connection and a phone app. So if you want to connect it with your phone, you can actually connect it via their app versus using this. I actually prefer this. Turn it on. When it first comes on, it gives you a little bit of a hum, and then it sort of mellows out. I like to put it on cool. Now, why don't I put it on eco? If you want energy savings, the eco mode, when it reaches a certain temperature, it actually shuts everything off. It'll shut the fan and the compressor off totally. If you just put it on cool, set the temperature, it'll consistently run with the fan running. I don't like it to kick on and off because we're sleeping at night and it'll actually wake you up. So I just leave it on all night. Now this is a true representation of what this thing sounds like running. The other one I had to turn the volume up on the audio, but you can tell this thing is actually running. I think this is a better representation of what it sounds like. That's it. That's the unit running. It sounds like, let me make sure. Yeah, I got it on 68 degrees. It sounds like there's almost a refrigerator in your room. That's how quiet this thing is. And the air, now the fan is fairly low, but the air is absolutely freezing cold. Funny thing is Ryan said, dude, he said, shut that thing off. I got to go pee now. That's how quickly this thing, the air is freezing cold. What else? Oh, it has a condenser pump inside of it. So because you're going to get condensation here, it actually has a self pump in here. That pump will actually pump the water outside and it drains outside. I can't say enough about it. Like I said, I'll put a link to it down below. Love it. Try it if you need one. This is a great unit to have. You can pull it out in the wintertime if you want to. But I did want to show, let me turn it off. Basically, there's a piece of foam. See how I have this lip here? So I have this lip, it's not flat. They include a piece of foam that sits on the outside that bumps that up. That just sits flush against here. There are little brackets here that you mount to the side here. This is a piece of foam. The foam goes in here. Then they have a foam strip that comes across here. Then they give you that gray strip that all air conditioners come with. And that gray foamy strip actually shoves down in here to take up that pocket that's in there. And you can't see it, so you don't get any bugs coming in the room. And I'm telling you, this is really tight. There's just a teeny little hole down here. I'm just going to shoot some silicone, I think, into that removable silicone. But let me tell you what a slick little installation. They do include the lock bracket, and you can put a lock bracket up here just to keep that window secure. I got to figure out how I'm going to do that, but that's the installation. It was really quick. Like I said, this is a real narrow window, so it was really hard for us to get in here and put this in. We could have done it. It was just easier for us to sort of set it here and then Ryan walk outside and do it. But if you have a second story window, you can do it. It was just a little bit tight. It was easier, one person put it up here and then have the other person go outside. That's it. Doc.